What the? Hey, how's it going everyone? I'm DCSG81 and welcome to another toy reviews. Yes, this is the one that some of you guys been waiting for, and it is finally here. And I've been getting some questions from you guys who actually likes to know where do I buy my stuff from. As I mentioned, armyarmy.com. Some fun fact, okay, I actually pre-ordered this guy, Carnage, okay, and I have also cancelled the pre-order just a few months ago. I think I made a video about it, so I actually, reorder it again once it was out, and there are a few reasons as to why. Okay, I'm just going to share with you guys. I think the very first reason is I don't have any Carnage at the moment. I used to have Marvel Legends, but I actually sold it, and then I got the Revoltech Yamaguchi Carnage, which I have not opened it up and I don't know where it is now. It's somewhere out there. So the Mafex one, which is this one, it's a bit of like a 50-50 kind of thing, so I just decided, what the heck, just get it. Okay. Yep, and here it is. Yep, looking pretty good there. Wow. Okay, I'm looking at the pictures behind, and yep, I think I made the right choice, hopefully. Okay, so let's take a closer look at the box, shall we? Okay, so let's take a quick look at the box. I think it's the very same box design as to the previous Venom or even the Amazing Spider-Man himself. Yep, so I kind of like all the comics that they always put everywhere else. Okay, killing is what I do. Yep, it's very Carnage, Yep, so we have the Carnage comic version action figure, the Maximum Carnage, kind of like the logo. I kind of like this. Marvel Mafex Medicom toys, and from here, this is what I like best, is that they have a huge display of windows that you can see what you are getting inside. Okay, so if you can't make up your mind, you just hold it in your hand and voila, you'll buy it straight away. Okay, the unmasked head of the Carnage looks pretty good. I kind of forgot his name here. Okay, so from here you can see the Carnage, his head here, and from here, yep, looking pretty good with the accessories. Okay, and at the other side, yep, more poses from him. And at the back, wow, this is what I meant previously, that they actually outdo themselves as compared to the SH Figuarts box, because they actually allocated a huge areas for the pictures. Unlike the SH Figuarts, usually they will put more spaces for the disclaimer, which we don't care about. Yep, such as all this. Okay, so yeah, we can see all the accessory that it comes with. Very good. It's like a checklist for you in case you're missing anything, and the three sort of heads from him looking very nice. Okay, so let's get him out. And one more thing that I think is worth mentioning is that Mafex always includes some arts behind the box. Yep, as you can see, there's a very good comic buildings that you can see right over there. Yep, so if you don't have any background or any diorama to display with this Carnage, you can actually consider into cutting this out and then just place it behind him. Yeah, it looks very good. I think it will makes a very good like a background pictures for this Carnage. Yep. Okay, so this is Carnage right out of the box. My goodness, he looks menacing. Okay, even when I took him out, I feel scary to hold on to him. Yep, and the very first thing that I noticed when I took him out is I kind of love the matte paint of him. You can actually see, wow, it's very well done, I would say. My goodness, it's like, it just feels very premium. Wow, I think they really nailed it this time. At first, I would say that I kind of think that the black symbiote is kind of like overdue, whatever you call it, but it just makes him looks very nice. I mean, menacing. Okay. Whew. this is good, this is good. And then they should have, you know, do the black paints on the joint as well, so that it doesn't look odd, like, you know, the line just cut off at the mid sides here. Yeah, kind of hope they actually do that, but I think it's fine, it's not a deal breaker. Wow, just look at all the matte painting on it. Very, very nice. Although it's just like, you know, red and black lines all over it, but it does makes it looks very premium. I can't really explain to you until you have it on your hand, and then you will know what I'm talking about. Wow. And the eyes area, very nice. This is really the Carnage that I, you know, read in the comics, Maximum Carnage. Yep, he just looks like that. Wow. Okay, so let's move on to the articulations for this guy. Okay, so for the articulation, let's proceed with the head like always, so he can look up pretty much. Looking down, yes, absolutely. Looking side by side, no problem there, anywhere that you want, because it's a separate neck itself. Just sort of like, you know, have the full freedoms of how you want to pose his head. Yeah, anywhere that you want him to look at. Okay, as his hand, he have 360 degrees, no problem. There's a bicep shrivels. Okay, he can actually, you know, move up more than 90 degrees, and there's a clicking sound which is pretty worrying to me. Okay, and there's a butterfly joint. Let's see how well it works. Yep, not too bad, not too bad. Okay, yep. And also he have a double joint elbow. Yep, very, very nice. And of course his hand can be moved around, since there are tons of interchangeable hands which I will go through later. Okay, for his torso, there's 2 articulations. Let's try how well he can bend forward. Wow, this is very, very unexpected. Yep, he can bend down pretty much, bend forward. And there are some gaps here and there, but it's fine, I think. Yep. Oh, you can actually see the joint inside, so it's not good. Okay, and bending backwards. Let's see. Yep, again, it's pretty okay. And it's revealing some of the joints, but I think if you make him stand like this, it doesn't really shows. Okay, okay, so twisting aside, no problem there. Yep, just be very gentle. This is Mafex Medicom. Don't break anything. Okay, yep. Oh, okay, so this piece here on his waist is a soft rubber. Okay, yep, the butt cheek, everything is a soft rubber, because when I turn it, I can feel that it's, you know, pushing it, and it feels soft. Okay, so this is a soft rubber. I'm not sure if it's something new. Okay, it just feels good. Okay, and then I believe there's a pull down mechanism. Yep, there's a pull down mechanism on his legs. Very, very little, but you can still feel it. Okay, or is it because it's tight? I'm not too sure. Okay, let's see how well he can kick forwards. Yep, slightly more than 90 degrees. Kicking backwards, not really going to happen. Okay, and let's see if he can do a split. Wow, it's almost like a perfect split. Not bad. Okay, there's no tight shrivels. I think they just want to maintain his beautiful tights. Okay, and there's a double joint knee. Okay, as well as a ball joint at the legs, so he can actually pretty much move anywhere he want, even front and back. And there's a toe hinge, okay, which works pretty well. Okay, so it's a bummer that he doesn't have any tight shrivels, but I think it's fine. And one thing that I do like to, you know, mention is that the I was just about to say that it has a very, very tight joints, and then this happens. Okay, wow. So Medicom, you never fail to, you know, amaze me. Okay, let's see. Hope it's not anything that's broken. It just looks like not a good looking joint here, but I don't think it's broken. Okay, let's see. Yep, can put it back, no problem, but I do have a feeling that it will be dropping off very, very frequent. Okay, so this is not too good, not too good. Okay, let's see. Yep, still works. Yep, okay. But the joints are very, very tight in certain areas like the legs and here and there. Yep, there's no doubt this is a little loose, but I can see that the legs portion here It's very tight. Okay, even the entire figure itself, when you hold on to it, you can feel that it's very rigid. It's not like some, you know, cheap toys, and it does have some weight over there. Yeah, so this one is a good sign, except for the arms that just fallen off by itself just now. It's not a stunt from me, it really happens on its own in front of the camera. Okay, so let's take a look at the accessory that it comes with. Okay, so to say that this Carnage comes with a lot of accessory is an understatement, because as you can see, my goodness, wow, he just reminds me of Revoltech, Yamaguchi kind of things, because you know Revoltech usually they gives tons and tons of accessory, but my goodness, this is Mafex and it's wow, I'm kind of speechless. And do you know it comes with about 10 sets of hands? Yep, I'm not kidding, 10 sets of hands. I'll count with you later. Okay, so let's take a look at the hands first. So he just comes with a set of closed fist hands that is already on the figure, as you can see. Okay, and then he comes with a pair of, you know, open claw hands, and these are very sharp. Again, you can see that, wow, you can leave scratches on my hand, so be very careful about this. And I think this is the hands that we'll be using most. Yep, very nicely done. Okay, and then this will be another pair of hands, which is like a semi relaxed hands. Yep, okay, still very sharp there, be very careful about it. And this one is a very interesting one, a pair of hands that you can use it as a finger pointing hands, or I can also say that, you know, you have a very tiny yep, it just reminds me of that. Okay, and also a pair of let's see, this one is something like a, you know, holding on to something. Yeah, but he doesn't come to anything that he needs to hold on to. Yeah, but it just makes it looks very good. I mean, if he wants to have, you know, have anything for him to hold on to, you can actually use this hand. Okay, and lastly, again, another pair of open claw hand, but this time it comes with a magnet. Okay, this is for him to, you know, stick on to any metal surface that you have, like on your fridge or something, if you want to scare your girlfriend. And also, of course, with that, he also comes with a pair of feet with the magnets. And do be very careful though, because this thing doesn't really, you know, stay on very well. I do have friends that actually, you know, it came out when he tried to remove from the metal surface, and it dropped off and it's gone. Okay, so it's very tiny, just be very careful when you're playing with it. Okay, and let's see, so he just comes with something like a, you know, web swinging like Spider-Man, but this is very well done. I kind of like all the the black symbiotes that is mixing up with the red. Yeah, you know, when you have black and red mixed together, it just looks very good. Okay, and then yep, this one is for you to put on his hands to make it looks like the symbiote actually oozing out from his arms. Okay, it looks very good. I'll show you guys how to use this later. Okay, very nicely done. Okay, so we are not done yet. Okay, so they are the weapons that comes with it, and most of the weapons does not require him to hold on to it because they are coming out from his hands. Okay, so let's start with this one. It's like a blade. Okay, very nicely done, and you can see his hands there. Wow. Okay, so it's very well done. Okay, very nice. Again, it's pretty sharp, so be very careful about it. And then he also have another pair of hands, which is again like the just now that one, but this one is like a slightly more, you know, you can see the symbiotes actually coming out from his fingers. Yep, as opposed to this one is like coming out from the entire hands. Yep, so this one just looks pretty good. Yep, but this is not as sharp as this one, but you still have to be careful not to, you know, break anything. And the next one is my favorite. This is like a claw, you know, it just reminds me of Wolverine. Okay, yeah, this is very cool, and it just comes out from his hands here, just like Wolverine. You can still see the scratches from my hand earlier on. Yeah, so it's no kidding, you know, you just have to be very careful. They can hurt you, okay? Let's keep it out of reach from the children's, okay? These are not a child toy, okay? And lastly, we have a pair of, you know, these are also my favorite, the right hands with the axe and the left hands with the hammer. Okay, this is very well done. You can see that. My goodness, again, it's pretty sharp. Wow, it's very nice. Oof. These are the accessories that I would, you know, think that it will come with, you know, some customizer who actually makes these custom for sales, just like the Venom. For the Marvel Legends, they do have customizer who actually make weapons for him to hold on to, but with this Mafex, it actually comes with everything, so customizer don't even have to bother to make anything else, because it just comes with a lot of things already for you to play with. So wow, these are really nice. Okay, and last but not least, of course, is another two heads. Okay, and let's take a look at I think I remember his name now. Cladus, right? Cladus something. Yeah, it just looks menacing. I kind of like the you know, I doesn't want any more expressionless head. This one is perfect. You know, he has his wicked smile on it. Yeah, like he gonna turn into the Carnage anytime. Yeah, love this. Okay, and for this one, I would say I'm a little bit disappointed because it's all molded. I was hoping that the pink part is slightly deep inside, and then the teeth is, I mean, you can really feel the teeth, the sharp teeth, but this is like, you know, just a paint, just a pink color paint that have there's no texture on it. Yeah, just like a just flat paint, just like this one. I think they just paint it to have the teeth open. Yeah, so this is a little bit disappointing, but it's still a good hit nevertheless, I think. Yep. Oh yeah, before I forgot, I did mention that there are about 10 set of hands. Let's count. So one pair of closed fist hand, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, there are 10 sets of hand that comes with this Carnage. It's crazy. Okay, so right up next, I'm going to show you how to play with some of the accessory. Let's start off with the heads. Okay, yep, it's a pretty straightforward one, I believe. So let's take off the heads. Yep, and you can see the joints there. Let's put this on, the laughing one, the crazy laughing heads. Yikes. Okay, so this is how it looks like. So now, do you see what I meant? It looks kind of funny with all the pink. It's like he's eating a bubblegums there. Okay, not a good one, Mafex. Okay, so let's try on to the unmasked head of Cladus. Yes, this one I think looks perfect. Okay. What's even perfect is he does have some of the symbiotes going up to his face, but I don't think they can do that. Somehow they just like to give a clean one, which I don't mind, because I can always use this head on another, you know, casual clothed body, which will make me have, you know, two Carnage. Yeah, so this is fine. It looks pretty good. And the next one, I'd like to show you how to interchange some of the hands, of course. So you can see that the joint is different as compared to those SH figuarts, whereby it's slightly thicker at the end, so that you will have to, you know, pull out and pop it out. But this one, it doesn't have to. You just go straight in and straight out. Okay, don't try any force to, you know, actually pull it out. Yeah, you don't have to. So let's try with my favorite ones, which is the one that I say looks like the Wolverine claws. Yep, you just put in straight. Yep, very simple. Okay, so it just looks very nice. Like I say, just like Wolverine. Okay, very nice. And as for this hand, let's try off with something else. And I did mention about showing you guys on the symbiote effect, which is this one. Okay, so you just have to put it around his arm like this, and then we'll have one to put this one. Okay, so it just looks like the symbiote is coming out from his arm. Yep, something like this. Very crazy. Wow. just look at that. Okay, very nicely done. Wow. And lastly, I would like to show you how to interchange the feet with the magnetic one. So this one is not just, you know, pull out straight like this, it's like this. Okay, so yep, can you see that? Because the peg holes is, you know, horizontal, it's not on vertical. Okay, so what you need to do is just to get this fit here, you can see that, or you just slot in like this. Okay, very easy. And I'll show it to you guys on how well it can stick on to any of the metal surface, together with the magnetic hands which I have changed earlier on. Okay, so I have a metal surface right in front of me now, and I have equipped my Carnage with all the magnetic feet and hands. Let's try it on. Okay, so you can really hear the magnet sticking to the metals sound. Okay, and you can see that it hold on pretty well. So it is a very tiny, yet it is quite a strong magnet that can actually hold him onto positions. You can see that, not too bad. And I'll try it one more time up close for you guys to have a look. Yep, so it's a very strong magnet indeed. Okay, so for the size comparison, let's start off with some SH figuarts, and I'm going to compare him with all the Spider-Mans and Venoms that I have. So I have the Far From Home Spider-Man, yep, right over here, and he's smaller than he is because he's from SH figuarts, and also the Avengers Endgame Iron Spider. Okay, yep, again I think he's very tiny as compared to him. And right up next, let's compare with some Mafex. I have the Homecoming Spider-Man, which is even more smaller than he is, as well as the Infinity War Iron Spider from Mafex. And right up next, I'm going to compare with the Amazing Spider-Man. Okay, and I know you guys want to know whether does this Carnage actually fits with the comic version of this guy here, which I happens to have as well. Okay, so you can see how much I love this Spider-Man. So yep, it does match very well with either one of the versions. And lastly, from Mafex, I have the Venom, okay, which is surprisingly shorter than he is. Wow, okay, it's not what I expected. I thought he would be bigger than him. Okay, so next we move on to some Marvel Legends. I have the Pizza Spider-Man, which I think it actually scaled very well with this guy here. And I also have the Peter B. Parker. Okay, let's see. Yep, I think it does fits pretty well. And next I have the movie versions of Venom. Okay, now this time he is a lot bigger than this guy. Okay, and also we have the Monster Venom. Okay, now this is the one that I think they should scale very well together. And last but not least, I would like to compare him with the Yamaguchi Venom. Okay, right over here. Yes, I do need the stand for him to stand on too, because this guy is very heavy and he does fall off very easily. Okay, yep, so you can see right over here. And at the same time, I did found the Carnage, which is still in the box. Okay, so I have no intentions to open him up yet, because I might be selling him off together with this Venom. So I know it's pretty hard for you guys to see, so I'll put it like this. Yep, so you can have some comparison here. I think they actually scale very much the same in terms of the heights. Yep, so but this one I think looks a lot better, because this the body proportion is kind of weird. You know, you have the flesh off here and there, and the joints is like everywhere. Okay, so my final verdict for this beautiful guy is I'm going to give him a 9 out of 10 this time, because for mine the left arm does pop off pretty easily, as you can see just now, and there are a few moments when I try to pose him, the arms just fell off. And at the same time, also deducting some points from the open mouth head, which I mentioned that it looks pretty odd, just like he's chewing on bubblegum. Otherwise, it will be a perfect 10 figure from me, because it just looks aesthetically beautiful. My goodness, the matte painting and everything else just looks very nice. The joint just feels very tight, and the accessory, wow, is an understatement that I say. He comes with a lot. 10 pair of hands. Wow, where do you get a figure with 10 pair of hands? Oh, I do forgot to mention, he does comes with a stand as with any other Mafex that has been released. Okay, and at the same time, he does have the magnetic arms and feet, which actually given us more choices for us to play. So in the end, I do recommend this Carnage for those of you who are big fans of Spider-Man, or even a big fans of Venom, or even a big fans of Carnage himself, because this is a great figure. Yep, so you can grab your piece at armyarmy.com, because I see that it's still available over there. So I do hope you like this review for this Carnage. Do give me a thumbs up if you like it, and of course always feel free to leave me any questions or any suggestions that you have down in the comments below. And before you leave, I hope you'll check out my playlist at the top right corner, and also do browse around my channel for more interesting reviews such as this one, and I'll see you again in my next video. Like always, take care and thank you for watching. Bye.